Transportation and Housing, as a subcommittee, we'd like to call all members to the committee. We will begin our meeting. I'd like to ask everybody to turn off their cell phones and all those kinds of noisy things. We have a subcommittee at this point. We need 6 people for a quorum. We'll hear the order in file order. We have Assemblymember Rodriguez here, so we'll take up AB 162, and then Assemblymember Holden's number 2, AB 173. So, Assemblyman, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. AB 162 seeks to reduce the deadly number of wrong-way driving crashes that occur on our freeways. Although crashes involving wrong-way driving are relatively frequent, they are the deadliest type of motor vehicle accident due to the cities, states, and non-governmental organizations across the country have initiated studies to reduce wrong-way driving incidents. However, it has been 25 years since California has examined and evaluated this issue to prevent such accidents. The recent string of wrong-way crashes in Sacramento and San Diego over the past few months have shown us that we need answers now, not later. AB 162 would require the California Department of Transportation to update their 1989 report entitled Preventing of Wrong-Way Accidents, with the preliminary report to be due to the legislature by December 1st of this year and the final report by July 1st, 2016. The updated report would include an evaluation of existing countermeasures and account for technological advancements and innovation that could reduce the number of wrong-way accidents and save lives. I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
We have speakers in favor, please. Speakers in favor.
Mr. Chair, members, Chris McKaylee on behalf of the California Ambulance Association in support of the measure.
Thank you. Other speakers? Opposed? Anybody opposed to this bill? We're on AB 162. Anybody opposed? Questions from the committee? No questions? Do you have a close?
I just respectfully ask for aye vote.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and when we receive a quorum, we will call the roll on this bill.
Okay, thank you.
And we'll go on to item 2, which is AB 173, is Assemblymember Holden. Welcome, Holden. Good morning. Thank you. And this is 173, and you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members. AB 173 removes the sunset date on the law that allows the city of La Verne to permit the use of golf carts by authorized entities on public roadways between facilities, exclusively for maintenance and security. City of La Verne is a small city in my district, home to the University of La Verne and the Hillcrest Retirement Community. Existing law has authorized the University of La Verne and Hillcrest Retirement Community to utilize golf cart-style electric vehicles to transport people and materials on pathways within their respective campuses and streets, strictly adjacent to their respective campuses. These vehicles are equipped with seat belts, brake lights, and additional safety features as required by law. AB 173 would remove the sunset date on this law, which would otherwise expire on January 1st, 2016, to ensure that these vehicles remain a vital tool to the universities and retirement facilities in the city of La Verne. This bill is supported by the La Verne Police and Fire Departments and enjoyed bipartisan support in the Assembly. I'd like to thank you for your consideration of this measure, and I respectfully ask for your aye vote. With me today is Phil Hockey, who's a Special Assistant to the President of the University of La Verne, and I believe Jed Hampton as well? Yes. Director of Policy for Leading Age.
Okay, thank you. We'll since we do have a quorum right now, we'd like to vote on your bill. Let's call the roll so we can conduct business here, please.
Bell.
Here.
Bell present. Canella. Here. Canella present. Allen. Bates. Here. Bates present. Gaines. Gaines present. Galgiani. Leyva. Leyva present. McGuire. Mendoza. Here. Mendoza present. Roth. Wykowski. Aye. Wykowski present.
No, I'll just say here. Okay, we have a quorum. Great. Yes, welcome. You have the floor.
I'm Phil Hockey at the University of Laverne. I'm here to explain, answer questions. We, of course, support this bill. The university is integrated into a neighborhood, so we can't service the campus without crossing public streets.
Any other speakers in favor?
Chair and members, Jed Hanton, on behalf of Leading Edge California. Our association represents a variety of not-for-profit senior service healthcare providers. That's assisted living, affordable housing, skilled nursing home, and community-based services. Hillcrest Retirement Community is one of our members, and also here to answer any questions if
Okay.
needed.
Any other speakers in favor? How about opposition? Anybody opposed? Questions? We have a couple questions. We have Senator Bob Wachowski and Senator Leyva. Anybody else? Senator Gaines. Okay, we got a few questions here.
So I played golf in high school 40 years ago, so I assume this is not my father's golf carts that are now used. The University of Laverne says they've got 9 golf carts that could be modified with, seems like a de minimis cost. Can you just tell me basically this new generation of golf carts that are out there, are they, they're going 25 miles per hour? What is the addition that has to be done for a couple hundred? I see what it looks like. It doesn't look like a golf cart, but explain to me what is these simple modifications to make them street legal? What seems to be a big
Okay, good question.
barrier?
There's a substantial renovation that needs to be done to a cart like this. It's used to carry equipment. It's also used by security and our information technology to make it street legal. Everything from bumpers, and we do add a windshield, and we do add a cover for the weather. But there's, as you can see, a significant investment to bring these up to street legal status. And we want them to go slowly. Most of the time, these are on the narrow paths of the campus. So frankly, we'd be opposed to having street legal vehicles driving on our campus sidewalks in the midst of students and pedestrians.
Senator? Okay, Senator Leyva, and then Senator Gaines.
I don't have a question. I just wanted to welcome Mr. Hockey here to the state capitol from the great University of Laverne, which is just outside of SD 20, but many of our constituents attend there, so welcome to the capitol.
Thank you.
That was nice. Senator Gaines.
Yeah, just want to make a comment. We've had a similar situation in my district in Lincoln, and we have a Sun City community there that uses golf carts actually to get to downtown Lincoln, and so they've made provisions for wider bike lanes so they can fit these vehicles in the lane and do it in a safe fashion. It's worked out really well, but it's taken legislation to enable that, so I'll be supporting this. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, do we have any other questions? Okay, do we have a motion to approve the bill? You have the close? You wanna close?
I thank you for your consideration. I ask for your aye vote.
I recommend I vote on this. This is, seems like there's no problems. That's the key thing, right? It's been 8 years, no problems, so let's make it work. Sounds like everybody's doing a good job, so we should move ahead with this. Call a roll, please.
The motion is do pass. Bell?
Aye.
Bell, aye. Canella? Canella, aye. Allen? Bates? Bates, aye. Gaines? Gaines, aye. Galgiani? Galgiani, aye. Leyva? Leyva, aye. McGuire? Mendoza? Mendoza, aye. Roth? Wachowski? Wachowski, aye.
Okay. Okay, we got 8 votes, and we'll hold it open for other votes from other members of the committee. We heard as a committee of the whole, AB 162 members, and that's Assemblymember Rodriguez's bill, and that's AB 162.
I'll move the
I recommend
matter.
in favor of that bill, and we have a motion to that effect.
Yeah.
We have a motion. Okay, any questions? We'll call a roll, please. This is AB 162, members.
The motion is do pass and we refer to the Committee on Appropriations. Bell?
Aye.
Bell, aye. Canella? Canela I. Allen. Allen I. Bates. Bates I. Gaines. Gaines I. Galgiani. Galgiani I. Leyva. Leyva I. McGuire. Mendoza. Roth. Roth I. Wachowski. Wachowski I.
9-0, that bill on call for absent members to vote. Members, we have Assemblymember Dodd here, but before he comes up, we have 5 items on consent. Is anybody interested in discussing any of these items? This is item 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8 on our agenda. No questions? We have a motion for the consent calendar, so let's have, call the question on this.
On the consent calendar, Bell.
Aye.
Bell I. Canela. Aye. Canela I. Allen. Allen I. Bates. Bates I. Gaines. Gaines I. Galgiani. Galgiani I. Leyva. Leyva I. McGuire. Mendoza. Roth. Roth I. Wachowski. Wachowski I.
That's 9-0, we're on call for absent member. And Assemblymember, you have the floor. You have the floor for item 4, Mr. Dodd, AB 863.
Fantastic. Mr. Chairman and members, in 2013 and 2014, the legislature established new emergency exit and safety requirements for limousines. A drafting error in this legislation inadvertently applied to the exit door requirements to all limousines. Specifically, AB 863 does 2 things. It clarifies that only new limousines are required to add a 5th door. And 2, it delays the implementation date for the pop-out windows on existing modified vehicles from January 1st, 2016 to January 1st, 2017. It is important to note that extending the implementation date for pop-out windows does not compromise on safety. Under current deadlines, limousines would only have 6 months to install these pop-out windows. That time frame was far too short to achieve widespread compliance, and many limousine operators would be unable to meet this deadline. It is important also to note that these safety features be implemented, but it is equally important that this process be done properly, and not rushed. This bill passed the Assembly Transportation Committee and the floor with unanimous bipartisan votes. With me today is David Kinney on behalf of the Greater California Livery Association.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You know, we have decorum policy, don't we, Senator Canela? He's from Napa, okay, I'll forgive him.
What was that?
I'll forgive you for,
No, you know, with all due respect, I ran down here, I have my,
oh, okay. He's
I
got an
ran down here
excuse.
because I heard,
comfortable, I'll take mine off.
no, you
Oh,
don't,
okay.
forgive me.
He can get away with it, okay.
I-
Well, we'll give him a pass
No,
today,
because-
okay? How about that? Yeah,
That
maybe-
would do it. If that would help, absolutely, Senator.
All right, we'll hear witnesses then.
This is a tough committee, wow.
Yeah, we're pretty tough.
There you go.
No, you're not.
Again, my name is Dave Kinney. I represent the Greater California Livery Association. We represent the 5,000 limousine operators in the state of California. And I'm here today to ask for your support in passing this. Before you make a decision to cast a vote on this, I want you to understand our perspective on safety. We take safety issues incredibly personal in our industry. It's very difficult to sit here and say something bad happened to our industry and people lost their lives because of it. So the public trust and the responsibility that we have in transporting members of the public is very important to us. We want to make sure that we can do everything we can to continue providing safe, reliable transportation to our customers. When SB 109 passed, I personally worked with the CHP in trying to design systems into these limousines that would accommodate this law. I've worked with them. We've gone through schematics. They've come to my limousine company in West Sacramento. We did measurements. We took cars apart. We struggled with not only creating exits, but creating emergency exits that will actually assist people in exiting a vehicle. And what we're asking for is an extension of the time so we can do this properly, the right way. I want to let you know we're not here in an attempt to kick this down the road. There have been several things that have been put in place which we've supported and has actually made our customers safer. We now have safety speeches like we have on airlines, explaining how to exit the vehicle, what to do in an emergency. There are now 2 fire extinguishers required in every single vehicle. They have to be accessible to the passengers in the back. Again, additional safety measures. CHP is going to be coming out, and this is another thing that we're working on, with maintenance inspections of these vehicles. CHP comes out and inspects larger vehicles. They've never inspected the smaller standard 120 vehicle. We're in support of this. It can only make our industry better and safer. We're also have been working with our manufacturers. The provisions of the law that are still in place, which again we support, the new manufacturers, the brand new vehicles are in fully compliance with the laws. They have the pop-out windows, they have the escape hatches, they have the 5th doors. And so what's exciting about that is that standard of care for customers is going across the entire manufacturing sector, not only here in the state of California, but also nationwide. And then finally, just on a personal note here, what we've done is we've actually had the West Sacramento Fire Department, which are incredible people, come out to us, and we've worked on practice and been taught fire suppression and how we can keep our customers safe if things happen. So with these things in mind, I ask for your aid support.
Okay. In terms of support of this bill, it was Senator Corbett and Senator Hill that had legislation, and you're not proposing any changes to any of those legislation except for that one minor issue. Is that correct?
Right. Mr. Chair, we have Senator Hill as a co-sponsor on this bill. He saw what we were trying to get at and agreed to it. I met him before we submitted this bill.
Yeah. And then we had that horrible San Mateo Bridge.
Yeah, in our research of that, it's been exceedingly rare circumstances. In fact, this is the only one of its kind, and many, many things could have protected those people that day, absent any of these things being done, like driver education, not overloading the limousine. But I think driver education and training is probably the biggest thing, and that was in Senator Hill's bill, and that will still be a requirement. No changes.
There's not going to be an attempt to change any of the laws, we're just simply adding this extra time because of the highway patrols. They don't have the regulations at this point, correct?
That's correct.
So the highway patrol is on schedule this time to, somebody here that can talk about that? Highway patrol.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the committee. My name is Rich Desmond. I'm the CHP's legislative liaison. Yes, we are on track to get the regulations in place. It may require some emergency regulations in the interim before the permanent regulations are done.
Okay.
But we're currently working with the administration.
So you don't have no objections to this one-year delay?
We have no official position on the bill, sir.
Okay, all right. Any questions from committee members? Do we have other witnesses in favor of this bill or opposed? Anybody opposed? Okay, any questions? Okay. I'm recommending in favor of the bill. No. Oh, Senator Roth, go ahead. You had a question? Okay, we have a motion. Assembly member, would you like to close, please?
I just respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you. Okay, we have no questions. We'll call the roll, please.
The motion is due pass. Bell?
Aye.
Bell, I. Cannella?
Aye.
Cannella, I. Allen? Bates? Bates, I. Gaines? Gaines, I. Galgiani? Galgiani, I. Leyva? Leyva, I. McGuire? Mendoza? Mendoza, I. Roth? Roth, I. Wachowski?
Okay, thank you.
Wachowski, I.
9, if we on call for absent members.
Thank you all
Thank you
very
very
much.
much.
Thank you.
We have the consent, we already approved the consent calendar. We will remain open for absent members to vote. Yes, you can.
I'll start start from item 1, okay? From the
Item
top.
1, yes.
File item 1, AB 162 by Assemblymember Rodriguez. The motion is due pass and re-refer to the Committee on Appropriations. The current vote is 9-0. Chair and Vice Chair voting aye. Senators McGuire, Mendoza. Mendoza, aye. So that's 10-0, replace the call.
10-year will place that on call.
File item 2, AB 173 by Assemblymember Holden. The motion is due pass. The vote is 8-0. Chair and Vice Chair voting aye. Allen, McGuire, Roth. Roth, aye. So that's 9-0, replace.
9-0.
And on the consent calendar, the current vote is 9-0. Senator McGuire, Mendoza. Mendoza, aye. That's 10, replace it.
Okay. That's 10-0. We'll place it on call for absent members. Thank you, committee members. We'll be waiting on other senators to vote and then adjourn the meeting. Thank you. Yeah, I think. Okay, and call the roll on this one.
File item 1, AB 162 by Assemblymember Rodriguez. The motion is due, pass, and we refer to the Committee on Appropriations. The current vote is 10-0. McGuire? Aye. McGuire, aye. That bill is out, 11-0. File item 2, AB 173 by Assemblymember Holden. The motion is due, pass. Current vote is 9-0. Allen? McGuire?
Aye.
McGuire, aye. That bill is out, 10-0.
10-0, it's out.
File item 4, AB 863 by Assemblymember Dodd. The motion is due, pass. The current vote is 9-0. Senator Allen? McGuire?
Aye.
McGuire, aye. That bill is out,
That
10-0.
vote is out, 10-0.
And on the consent calendar, the current vote is 10-0. McGuire?
Aye.
McGuire, aye. Consent calendar is out, 11-0.
I apologize. I'm so sorry about being late.